Hi, my name is Cleus Glory Young, and I'm the when I mean proud author of the Airport Adventure Live Safely Book-A-Zine, and also the creator of the Kite family, which are the main characters within the story of the Airport Adventure. I know I keep on saying that I'm a proud author of this magnificent work with the different videos that I've shared, but today I really want to share with you that one particular thing that really make me say that I'm proud of this work. So back in 2013, 14, 15, and 16, I went back to school to achieve another degree. This degree is in human services and psychology. One of the things that happened during that process of attaining this new degree is the fact that one of the professors shared with us that the process of hospice, which is something that we had to learn about, the process of hospice, there was a procedure that was done, which is a study. Different studies were taken to find out what is it that these people who are at the last stage of their life, what is it that, basically saying how was life for them. So one thing that they found out with these many studies was that the number one thing that they faced or they expressed was that they had some type of regret in their life. And it didn't matter if they were black, if they were white, Chinese, no matter who. Right? And it didn't matter if they were rich, if they were middle class, or if they were poor. It didn't matter. They all shared that number one thing, that they regretted not doing something in life. So if they were rich, they regretted they didn't do this. Or if they were poor, they regretted that they didn't do this. Or if they were black, white, or Chinese, Mexican, it didn't matter. They regretted not doing something in life. So for me, that really took a toll on me for some reason. Don't ask me why, but that really stuck with me throughout college and also throughout even up to this point of my life. So for me, what happened during the years of me being in the community, I'm multi-talented. And one of the things that I noticed, I was switching from this to that, to that, to that, expressing my talents in different areas where poetry, I'm a writer of poetry and I even done poetry events, books. This is actually my 10th production of a book. So I've written 9 other books before the Airport Adventure. Plays, I've written many different plays, documentaries, movies, speeches. I became teacher, mentor, speaker, even actor. I acted in several of my plays. Director, I directed all of my plays. What else? Mentor. You name it, I've done it. But one of the things that I realized was that all of these things that I was doing and expressing my different levels of talents, they made me happy. And I was truly happy with what I was doing or the results that I was getting. But it never brought me to this level of where the Airport Adventure had brought me to this point. And this is why I keep on saying I'm proud. So number one thing that I realize now from listening to all those studies that were done with the hospice patient, the Airport Adventure Live Safely brought me to a level where I could say to myself, I would never, and I mean never, be in a hospice where I'm saying I regret something out of life, where I didn't do this or I didn't. For some odd reason, when I finished this work, which was about 2 weeks ago, I just felt complete. I felt satisfied. So it's not just something that I'm proud of, it's like the way it made me feel. And at that particular time, it felt like a huge rock or even a mountain fell off my shoulders. Because I was like, at this point of my life, moving forward, I would never be in a place where I regret. So this is why I'm expressing in the different videos that I'm proud of this work, because for the last 14 months that it took me, and I mean 14 long months, trials and tribulations, ups and downs, left and right. Whenever you mention about Murphy's Law, if you look in the dictionary, you'll probably see a picture of my face next to where it says Murphy's Law. When it rains, it pours, all of that. I've been through it with this journey of the airport adventure. 14 long months. Normally, it took me about 4 to 5 months to complete the production of a book. For the airport adventure, 14 long months. But I'm telling you, when it was completed, it made me feel so satisfied, so excited, so proud, and I felt completed. Like moving forward, I don't have to do anything else within the community, like or in life. Like I feel like I could retire right now and just sit on an island somewhere and just relax for the rest of my life. That's what this brought to my life. It moved my life from just being happy with the things that I was doing. As I said, I was expressing my talent in different areas, and they brought me happiness. But they never brought me what I would now call satisfaction, to the point where I'm looking at it and I'm saying to myself, like, I'm satisfied. If I never accomplished nothing else in the world, I could say I've done my best. I've given my all. This is what this project was about. It wasn't about bringing out another book to the market. It was about bringing out something where I could say, I came to this earth. This is the condition that I saw the earth in, and I wanted to make it a better and safer place. And I took the time out to research, to do observation, experiments, interviews. Whatever it took me, I did it so I could say I'm giving my all in this project, so I could give the world this project. So this is what this represents for me. It's not about coming out with another book. I was tired of that. That wasn't satisfying. It was happiness. And it's a different level when you move from happiness to being satisfied. You'll get it someday. But for me, this is what this represents. Being satisfied with life, where I'm saying to myself, no matter what happened, moving forward, I will never, and I mean never, regret nothing in life. I don't have everything that I need in life. So what? I've been through challenges, ups and downs, don't matter. But I looked at myself at one point and say, what could I give to the world? Yes, I'm multi-talented. And this is not about making money. You can't pay me for this. This is a status that you only achieve when you have given everything to the world. There's a saying, and it's often said by many people. The richest place, as they equate from this saying, the richest place in the world is what they say is the cemetery. And the reason why they're saying that is because so many people have died with dreams that could be worth millions of dollars or billions or even trillions of dollars. So when I equate those two things, that of which was said by the cemetery and also that of what I experienced in college with hospice, I looked at it and I said, what point of your life that you're going to put together something where you're going to say to yourself, listen, I came to the earth, this is how I saw it, and I made the earth in a position where it could be better based on what you can give to it. And this is what the airport adventure Live Safely is about. When you talk about live safely, and I'm not talking about living safely just with the people around you. You live safely with your environment, the things that are in your environment, the animals, the trees, the plants, the water, the earth itself. All those things, when you begin to live safely with them, they bring your level of life to a whole nother level. It's not something that money can buy. It's something you have to practice, and that's what I've been practicing within the last 2.5 years of me on this journey, where 14 months out of that 2.5 years I've spent putting together the airport adventure Live Safely Book-A-Zine. So now when I'm saying to you, I'm proud, I'm not just proud of the work, I'm proud that I was able to look at myself and said I wanted to give the world something. And I went through what it took me, the trials that I've never lost so much money on a project before. I've never lost so much opportunities. But you know why I lost them? I lost them because I was not settling for what was given to me, which was something that was not making me satisfied. It was not making me feel proud that I could put my name on this project. I've done 9 other books. It's not about writing a book for me. I'm talented, multi-talented. It was around me looking at what can I give to the world and make this world a better place, a safer place. And that's what I accomplished with the airport adventure. And then guess what decided to show up today? With all my years of being an author, right? This is what is called the paperback. This is what is called the hardcover. So the paperback and the hardcover. The hardcover showed up in the mail today. So that's like putting the icing on the cake, because all this time of me being an author, I never brought my level of books to the highest level. And if you're in the world of publishing, you know that hardback is like the highest level that you bring the books to, which is why it's more expensive than the paperback. So all the years that I've been doing book, I've never brought this level of hardcover to any of the books, because I wanted the book to represent itself even at the highest level too. So the hardback came today, and this is just putting the icing on the cake for me. So when I'm saying I'm proud, I'm satisfied, I'm excited, this is what I'm talking about. Because I will never, and I mean never, go to my grave with any stones unturned. Yes, I'm going to do other things in life, as there's other components of the airport adventure that has to be developed. I'll work on accomplishing them. But if they don't get accomplished, I could tell you that I'll never be in a hospice or being in a cemetery and say, Cleus, oh, you didn't do this. Never. I have no regret, and this project brought that to my life. Ups and downs, left and right. I don't have everything that I need in life, but oh well. I'm at a point where I could tell you I'm truly satisfied, and this is what brought that satisfaction to my life. For some reason, it felt like this huge rock or a mountain just fell off my shoulder once it was completed. And this is why I continue to say I'm very proud to be the author of this work. How would I don't even, most people don't get it as yet in what is really in this, the airport adventure, Live Safely. Most people don't get it yet. But when you really get it, you'll see why I'm so proud and why I'm satisfied that I'm able to now say, listen, I'm giving the world this, my all. So I would never bring something to the grave, or never be in hospice and saying, I regret this. So I just want to take the time out to really share, because today, when this came in the mail, I was like, yes, the icing on the cake. The hardcover. So my work here is done. If I never do anything in the community anymore, oh well, I did it. I did my all. I gave it to you. The airport adventure, live safely. When you really understand the context, what's behind live safely, then you'll really get it. It changes the dynamic of who you are. Probably even change the genetic of who you become. Because that's what it has done for me. Like, my life is totally different ever since this got published. The 14 long months it took me. Trials and tribulation, oh man. Murphy's Law, when it rains it pours, all that. At one point I thought it wasn't gonna happen. But for me, the vision that I got was to do this. And when I did it, it just made my life complete. If it so happened that I accomplished something else in life, it so happened. If I don't, so be it. But I could tell you this. I put my all in this. All the talents that I have, I've combined them and I put it in there. As a playwright, when you read it, you'll see how it's written. As a poet, you'll see a part of that. As a former teacher, then you'll see a part of that. As a mentor, you'll see a part of that. Like, all these things I was able to now put together and say, I'm putting my all into this project. And that's one of the reasons why I was so adamant. Adamant about what is it that I was getting from the people that I hired to help to bring this to life. I walked away from a lot so I could be here today and say I'm satisfied. And I would never, never switch my position with anyone in this world, no matter how rich they are or what they have. Never, because of this project. So I just want to say thank you for taking the time out to really listen to this message. I'm hoping that you got something out of it, because life is not just about being happy. You want to get to a point where you feel satisfied that you're here on this earth with almost 8 billion people. You want to feel satisfied, like, all right, why am I here? I can't just come here to put together a project to make money. Come on. It's a watered down life. And I'm not disrespecting anyone. But you want to get to a place where you can find, like, wow, I'm here for this. I was sent on earth for this. That's what this project represents for me. That I could say thank you. I've done my best. I've given my all to the world. And I would never go in hospice or the cemetery with any form of regret or anything unheld, because I gave it all. So again, thank you for listening to this. Due to the pandemic and other circumstances that are around the world, I wish you to be safe. Stay healthy and build new possibilities. God bless.